morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. My juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights. You're delicious and bright. Yes, they are, aren't they? My delicious little babies. And we must keep shining that light, shining that light, shining that light. Yes, we must. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, it's nearly 1:45 in the afternoon, and well, woke up this morning, my delicious little babies, because of course, you know, we've also had a hailstones, okay, not yesterday, but you know, during the week, and well, woke up, I mean, we're in spring, aren't we, and full of frost. My delicious little babies are full of frost, okay. Well, anyway, we know what's going on, don't we? My delicious little babies, do you say? But of course, you know, they'll tell us that it's climate change. Okay, my delicious little babies? Okay. Now then, so yeah, it's not as cold, you know, seem to have, you know, because we had the little pinhead zazums from 6 a.m. this morning, my delicious little babies, when I got up, okay? And they're making crisscrosses in the sky and doing lots of different things, my delicious little babies, okay? Mind you, you'll see plenty of other videos with others who will also show you, okay? And I have got another one of my videos somewhere on one of my little videos, little shorty videos, where I actually shown it months and months ago. Okay, my delicious little babies, now then. So I've been listening to videos this morning since the crack of dawn, okay? And, right, okay, let's get to the first one, shall we? Okay. Oh, yes. This one here, my delicious little babies, came up on my feed, okay? That doesn't mean no. This is on YouTube, my delicious little babies on YouTube, okay? This uploader happens to have 482,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, so 482,000 subscribers, okay? This uploader that you need to type in, my delicious little babies, would be York, you know, like the Grand Old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Yes, that one, okay? York, okay? Cardiology, okay, my delicious babies. He's birth racing, by the way, not with any of them, okay? Not in that way. His birth race, I recognise, there we are, but I cannot remember, you know, I don't think it was on YouTube that I saw his birth race. I just don't know, but I recognise his birth race, if you know what I mean. Anyway, well, that's all you need to type in, York Cardiology. Okay, my delicious babies. And the video should read, why the NHS is doomed. Okay, my delicious babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? That doesn't mean no. Okay, my delicious babies. Look at all flipping... I don't know what's happening with my hair lately, my delicious babies. Anyway, yeah, so I'll just repeat that again. Why the NHS is doomed. Okay, my delicious babies. This video is just over a minute long. Okay, my delicious little babies, so it's not long at all. Okay, and yeah, your man there's just giving his take, okay? Yeah, you know, well, put it this way, I mean, you know, well, he's making his point, to be fair, okay? You know, but of course, I haven't seen any of his other videos, so I couldn't tell you, okay, my delicious babies, I'm just talking about this one, okay, my delicious babies. Now then, sorry, excuse me, the next one, this uploader happens to have 35,900 subscribers, my delicious babies, so 35,900 subscribers. The uploader, another one that's come up on my feed, is called John Edgington, John Edgington, spelt, I'll spell it for you, EDGRNTON, documentaries. John Edgington documentaries. So that's all, please and thank you. Should anybody happen to have an interest, that you'd need to type in John Edgington documentaries, okay? The video should read, the sensational Colonel Prouty, okay? Previously unseen full interview on the MLK and JFK assassinations. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, okay? The sensational Colonel Prouty, previously unseen full interview on the MLK and JFK assassinations. Okay, my delicious little babies, now then, the final one on YouTube, and then the last two are on BitChute. Okay, my delicious little babies. This uploader now happens to have 244,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, so 244,000 on YouTube. And I'm going to mention you again, Richard, okay? Richard Medhurst, my delicious little babies. Richard Medhurst. Now then, the video should read, this is only about, what is it, over 2 minutes long. It's not long at all, my delicious little babies, okay? But caught my attention, okay? Well, I do listen to Richard sometimes, do you know what I mean, okay? Sometimes he gets very irate, God bless him, do you see what I mean, okay? Anyway, nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. You know, he's just very passionate about what he talks about, God bless him anyway. The video should read, are Russia and China doing enough for Palestine? Okay, my delicious little baby. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Are Russia and China doing enough for Palestine? Now, he happens to be talking to another man there, okay? And this other man, in this just over 2 minutes video, my delicious little babies, okay? He's making a very important point here, my delicious little babies. And the reason why I'm mentioning this to you, my delicious little babies, okay, I really strongly suggest for those of you who have any form of an interest, my delicious little babies, the reason why I'm mentioning Richard Medhurst's video now, my delicious little babies, that the man who's talking, there we are, is actually talking ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense. Okay? So seeing through other things now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are. Okay? So, and really, to be fair, Richard said he agrees. Okay? He agrees. Okay? Now, it's like I said, I did another video, when was it? A couple of weeks ago now, my delicious little babies, where I turned around and said, you know, when, there we are, when the bubble bursts. There we are, and it will burst. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's only, there we are, a matter of time. Okay? Well, you're going to have a lot of, shall we say, there we are, upset out there. You know, that maybe not everything was what, there we are, what they thought it was. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And this is, you know, the way I see, all part of, there we are, the exposure. There we are. Do you say? It's like I was done saying long time, and I've always asked those questions, my delicious little babies, and the question is, who's zooming who? Do you say? But of course, when you're, say, for example, explaining it to somebody else, well, if somebody is so much into, say, a particular leader now, there we are, shall we say, okay? Well, they simply do not want to hear it. Do you see? Because they're that into a particular, there we are, leader. But they're not wanting to see beyond that. And we seem to be seeing, there we are, rather a lot of it. Do you see? So when ones point out the truth now then, there we are, like your man there has. Well, Richard, God bless him, but he had no other option, there we are, than to agree with it, what your man there was saying. Do you see? Sort of reminded me, when I was listening to it, and it sort of reminded me of, gosh, I remember when, you know, there was a meeting, wasn't there, going back with, you know, going over to go and see Mr. Gaddafi. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? You know, I call things now, it's a bit like, there we are, a comfort blanket, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more. You need to just listen, please, and thank you to anybody who has any form of an interest, my delicious little babies, okay? To me, you know, well, every time somebody's talking, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense, I'm all ears. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because ones must always remember that, you know, it seems that ones are answering, there we are, to one boss now, isn't it? Do you see? You only have to see behind things, there we are, my delicious little babies, do you see? And that's what I said to you. Eventually, there we are, the bubble will burst. There we are, it will burst. You see, there we are, I'm getting it again. It will burst, okay? And like I said, others there will not be very happy little bunnies, will they? You know, when they realise that maybe who they were worshipping is not everything that is cut out, there we are, to be. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And I'm going to keep saying it until, there we are, until I'm blue in the bird race. I'm going to keep saying it, you see? Because this is what, let's just say, half of the problem is. Do you see, my delicious little babies, okay? So once one's certain in the geopolitical, there we are, understand this now then, there we are. We're all on the same song sheet, shall we say, okay? Now then, the last two. So, by the way, and just to let you know, that is not having a particular dig at any one in particular with the geopolitical, okay? Ones can only, there we are, shall we say, get upset about it, there we are, if it's hit a raw nerve. Do you see what I mean, ma? There we are, my delicious little babies, okay? But certainly, food for thought. Food for thought. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And I suggest that for some, they start to wake up, there we are, pretty quickly, okay? Just a good piece of advice. Now then, my delicious little babies, to the last true, yeah, very true. Now then, my delicious little babies, this next one, I've mentioned them before, actually. It's not very often I mention them. This uploader on BitChute, search engine of your choice, happens to have 22,872 subscribers. My delicious little babies, so 22872. What you need to type in, search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. Liberum with one B, Liberum space Arbitrium space bar BitChute, my delicious little babies, and then you should have reached your destination. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Okay, my delicious little babies, so Liberum space Arbitrium space bar BitChute, my delicious little babies, okay? The video should read, oh yeah, this is only about, I do not even feel it's 10 seconds long. Okay, my delicious little babies. Chaos breaks out in the Georgian Parliament. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Chaos breaks out in the Georgian Parliament. Yes, my delicious babies. So your man there starts talking, you know, the little man in the little suit. Somebody comes from this direction, okay, my delicious babies, and basically hits him, okay? Then, of course, it's all chaos, okay? My delicious babies. Sometimes we do see this, don't we, my delicious babies, you know, where they're getting a bit of a kerfuffle. Do you know what I mean, with each other? Do you say? Anyway, yes, it wasn't even 10 seconds long, my delicious babies, so it's very clear to myself, and for anybody else who's watched it, my delicious babies, God bless it, the one who attacked the other one was not a very happy little bunny for some reason. Do you see what I mean, okay? So just thought I'd mention it now then. And finally, this is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. Now, the thing is, with this one, I couldn't see properly, you know, who the uploader is. That's genuine, my delicious little babies, okay? Because it could have been either one or the other, and I just thought, oh no. I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say it, and then it's a case of having a little look through BitChute, my delicious little babies, and then you'll be able to find it, okay? It only went up yesterday. Now, so I do not know the uploader, okay? And I forgot to write down even the how many subscribers, so I forgot about that as well. Anyway, well, I never forgot about the first part, but the subscriber bit I did forget about, okay? Now, this video should read, Telegram creator on Elon Musk, yeah, that putrid critter of a creature, resisting FBI attacks and getting mugged in California. That's, you know, what the title is, my delicious baby. So I'm just going to read it out to you again. Telegram creator on Elon Musk, resisting FBI attacks and getting mugged in California. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, what this is talking about, this is to do with, well, he's Russian, okay, and he owns Telegram. Okay, my delicious babies. I used to have Telegram. How many years? I think it was about 5 years ago now. Yeah, I reckon it was about 5 years ago. It is good, actually. Telegram is good, my delicious little babies, okay? You know, because I know a lot, you know, there we are, who use Telegram, okay, my delicious little babies. But the thing is, I have not, that doesn't mean no, I have not installed the app. What I'm trying to do is keep as many apps off my dog and burn as what I can, my delicious little babies, do you see? Otherwise, you just get, there we are, overrun with all different flipping apps. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Anyway, it was interesting. Sorry, excuse me, but what was even more interesting, because what my thoughts was here, my delicious little babies, okay? It's like sometimes I can watch different videos and then I have all sorts, you know, running through me noddle. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And I'm thinking all sorts of, you know, well, different thoughts, my delicious little babies. But, yeah, number one was why they chose to, you know, Tucker Carlson, because that's who it is. Tucker Carlson's talking to your man there who owns Telegram. Number one, why they've interviewed him. There we are. I'm just asking that question, okay, my delicious little babies. That's all, that's all. Number two, what also went through my mind, me noddle, was, you see, my thoughts was, could it be, it's only a thought, food for thought, okay? Could it be that they're trying to, because you see, the one who owns Telegram, okay, he's got nearly, he said by next year he should have a billion users of Telegram, my delicious little babies, okay? So that's an awful lot. There we are. It is an awful lot, isn't it, my delicious little babies, okay? But could it be that maybe it's my suspicious mind? Maybe I just get suspicious. Do you understand what I mean, okay? They're trying to take certain now off Twitter, okay, to put them, there we are, on to Telegram, if they're not on there already, okay? I'm talking about the ones who are not on Telegram, okay? Because to me, I cannot explain what I'm trying to. It's not what I'm trying to get across. Well, yes, I am trying to get it across. I don't know. There's something. It doesn't. There we are. Feel right in some way, and I cannot explain what I mean. Okay, so maybe. Sorry. Excuse me. Maybe somebody may say, "Well, I do not know." I'm not a mind reader. But maybe somebody may say, "Oh, you're just being, Carly, you're just being, suspicious for no reason." Do you know what I mean? But to me, no. Just, I don't know. There we are. Again, I don't know. There's something about this. There we are. Okay? Nevertheless, it was an interesting conversation. It was nearly an hour. Okay? It's nearly an hour. And also what was interesting about your young man there, not in that way, okay? He explained that he's got, plenty of ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. But that he does not, say, own anything. So he doesn't own a yacht. He doesn't own property. With Tucker Carlson, he could not get his head around it. You could tell just looking at his birth race, he just could not get his head around it. When he was talking to your man there, who owns Telegram, he just couldn't. Do you see what I mean? It's like, as if to say, well, in fact, he did ask. So you do not. Do you see what I mean? What your man there, who owns Telegram, was saying, there we are, and I thought, full respect for you there. Okay, it's because he said all he wants to do, there we are, is concentrate on his business Telegram. That's what he said. Okay, but of course along the way he's had because he's independent. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but others, shall we say, have tried to, you know what I mean? Maybe there we are, talk him into something now. Do you see? But he wouldn't do it. Good on him. There we are, good on him for doing that. Do you see? Okay? But he said yes. He said all he's concentrating on is his business Telegram. So he's not interested in buying all of these, and to be honest, that's quite unusual. If you really spare a thought for it, my delicious babies, it's really quite unusual. Don't you feel? Because for most, it's like when they get to a certain point, they've got, all of these, I don't know, property, land, they probably have a rather, I don't know, because all ones have different hobbies, maybe a large selection of cars, could be property, could be paintings, could be anything, okay? But what your man there's saying is that he just didn't want all of that. So I found that, there we are, really quite unique. So in his own way, he's rather, there we are, unique in that way, you see. I just thought it was a very, there we are, interesting interview, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, they've covered a lot of different things now. Do you see? Okay. Oh, what is it? Is it Meta's not doing very well? Is it to do with Facebook or something? That does not seem to be doing as well. Well, I mean, there we are. It's only a matter of time, isn't it? My delicious little babies. I mean, if you're going to expect everybody to flipping go around with these silly effing goggles on, Do you know what I mean? And not living reality. Well, what are you going to get? Old-fashioned Jamaican saying, simple things, you're going to get what the duck gives you, isn't it? And of course, you know, when you're stopping everybody and censoring everybody every 5 minutes, do you see what I mean? Okay, because that's what's happening on Facebook, I do believe. Okay, there's plenty there we are complaining about it. Do you see? This is nothing new, nothing unusual. But of course, and then when you look at Telegram, well, he was explaining that, you know, they have to follow, you know, to do with Apple and Google, you know, so they do have to follow a few, like, regulations. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But for anything else, no, he's independent. I thought that was a brilliant thing. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And of course, you know, God bless, he had his brother to help him. Do you understand what I mean? To help him with a certain, do you see what I mean? But it's his business. But good on him. Do you see what I mean? That he just never let, put it this way, you know, when some, you know, they want to just have control of everything. And then you get somebody like your young man there who's basically, no. Do you see what I mean? You're not having this. Do you see what I mean? Yes? I see it. There we are. It's a good thing now. Do you see? Just like with Dr. Shiva, God bless him, over the pond in America, where there we are, he's independent, you know, so he's, you know, running, you know, to rule, you know, independent, there we are, independently. Do you see? Now, if you had more, is what I'm saying, well, I feel that there we are, things would be going, you know, shall we say, there we are, in the positive, correct and right direction, my delicious little babies, do you say? But even when you look at Twitter, you know, you still got ones, you know, they call it free speech, but then, of course, you know, that CEO was hired, and it's, what is it, something about the reach of it, yes? So really, if you look at it, that's not fully free speech, is it, my delicious little babies, do you say? So at the moment, yes. So I would say probably after that interview, probably there's going to be a lot more now. There we are, going over to Telegram. And of course, he also said, your young man there who owns Telegram, he also said, because, what was it, over the pond in America, you know, that they wanted to find out. And he said about Russia, yes, that was it the Russian government, you know, that they wanted, you know, to find out more information and everything. Oh, yes. Okay. So, of course, he said no. Good on him. We are good on him. Do you say? Because, you know, he wants to be true to all of his users of his Telegram, doesn't he? My delicious little babies, do you say? But something's happening with WhatsApp, you know. Okay? There we are. It really is, you know. And I'm noticing, and I noticed it before I misplaced my old dog and bone. Oh, God bless me, poor little dog. I really miss that little dog and bone, I do. Because this one here seems to have a mind, there we are, shall we say, of its own. Okay? And, well, with the WhatsApp, I've noticed that the screen jumps. I've been saying this, okay? There we are. I've been saying it. There's something else going on with WhatsApp. There we are. There's something else going on with WhatsApp, okay? Just these little changes. There's something. So we can only hope and pray, my delicious little babies, that, WhatsApp, there we are, hasn't sold us all who use WhatsApp, okay, which is the majority in the world, okay, down the river, my delicious little babies. We can only hope and pray that that is not the case. Do you say? Okay, so that's why your young man there who owns Telegram, that there we are, he wants to keep it as private as possible. You know, maybe some of these other companies, there we are, should be doing the same damn thing now then, shouldn't they? Do you see? There we are. Do you see? But yes, we need to be keeping our eyes on this WhatsApp. There we are, my delicious little babies. We really, really do. And something else, you know, like where now I've had a message from this morning that I just never seen. And even my younger brother, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, he always sends me like a good morning quote, okay? Sometimes I'll get there before him and put a little message, and, you know, that's what we do. But where, the symbol to WhatsApp is supposed to come up on my dog and bone, well, it's not there. Now, sometimes, this is why I say this dog and bone has got a mind of its own, because sometimes it will appear. There we are. Then other times it will not. So therefore, I do not even know if a message has even come through to me. This has happened a number of times, my delicious little babies. It's not just once or twice or 3 times. There we are. This is happening regularly. And not only that, but say if I want to dial a number, okay, my delicious little babies, say that he's not in my dog and bone and I want to dial a number, the screen will keep flashing on and off. So it won't let me, dial a number. Okay, now I have been listening to others, God bless them. Yes, there we are. And they've been saying they've been having trouble, there we are, with their dog and bones as well. So it's not just myself. There's lots who are having problems, my delicious little babies, okay? But the ones to watch are the, let's just say, the larger companies, shall we say. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones, there we are, to watch. Big time. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say, really. There's nothing else to say today, my delicious little babies, really. Because I'm just going to finish my creamy coffee and then I'm going to go out. But yes, you know, there's lots of, I feel, things now to spare a thought about my delicious little babies. But yes, that was an interesting interview, and I would say that if with a young man there who owns Telegram, God bless him, okay, like I said, not in that way with anybody, but I will show, there we are, full respect, okay, because he's not allowing the material, there we are, to take over. Do you see, my delicious babies? Because really, this is what has very sadly got, there we are, a lot of us into this mess. Do you see? Okay? Which is what I've been saying over the months on my videos. In fact, there we are, I've been saying it for years. Okay? Because material things, it's like a quick fix. Okay? So like you could go and buy something. I'm going to close my book. You could go and buy something. I've done it myself. Over the decades, my delicious little babies, there's nothing else today. I've done it myself, my delicious little babies, and you buy it, and it's like, there we are, it's like a quick fix. So it's like you're on a high just for that very short time. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It could be anything. It could be tops, could be jeans, could be leggings, could be shoes, could be boots, could be anything, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, with some, you know, it could be larger items. Do you see what I mean? But it's only, there we are, a quick fix, if you really look at it. So I would say for your young man there, that his parents, God bless, should be, there we are, most proud of him and his brother. Do you see what I mean? Okay, because he's not letting other things now sway his noddle, his mind. Do you see? Okay, so I can only see that as a wonderful thing, but I'm just wondering what the agenda here is. We are, why he's been interviewed. There we are. That's all I'm asking, and I keep going cold and my room's warm, and thank dear God Jesus Christ and Nazareth, our dear Creator, for that. Do you see? I'm just wondering why. Let's just see what else, there we are, comes out. Okay, but no, good interview. But yes, I know many, there we are, who use Telegram, and you never have a complaint. I've never heard any complaints anyway. Okay, and even when I was using Telegram, never had no complaints, never. Do you say? But you could never say about Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, or do you understand what I mean? You could never say that about theirs, because they're clearly, there we are, shall we say, ruled by somebody's else. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, anyway, so that's the end of my video. So, yeah, so that's all I want to say. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody who is materialistic. No, I'm not. It's just that what it is, it's like we've been pushed into this kind of, there we are, this kind of net. Like, unless you've got this, unless you've got that. You know, when all your young man there was saying, God bless him, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense. Because I was listening to it and I thought, yeah, you're talking damn, there we are, common sense. You know, because all he's talking about is, there we are, the freedoms. So what he wants, there we are, is freedom to be free. There we are. Do you say? Not all of these colossal and expensive luxuries. You'd need to listen, there we are, to the video. It's very interesting, okay? There's a couple of bits that I weren't keen on, like that putrid Elon Musk and that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm never going to agree with that Mardelistic babies, never in a million years. And anyway, I do not use Twitter. Do you see with me, Mardelish babies, okay? I do not use it anyway, okay? So to me, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, you know, but somebody else who's maybe addicted to it, okay? Because, you know, some do get addicted, don't they, Mardelish babies? Oh, you know who I'm still missing as well? God bless him. Our lovely little Gonzalo Lira. We haven't heard anything else. I haven't heard anything else. I mean, we do not even know, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, not in that way, but we do not even know when he was buried. Well, I do not know. I wish I knew. Oh, God bless him. He was marvellous, you know. You know, I mean, he said it the way it was. Do you know what I mean, Martelish babies? Okay, but he was flipping hilarious. He'd make the cat laugh. Do you know what I mean, Martelish babies? But he's just so, I just seen him as really clued up. You know, and especially with all these, what's going on in the world. There we are, the wars and everything. Do you see what I mean, okay? But I haven't heard anything. I wish I could hear something. If there's anybody out there, please, do you know the latest on our little lovely Gonzalo Lira? Please and thank you. Just so that I know, it would have been, there we are, really, you know, nice just to know, you know, the latest, what's going on, or at least when he was buried and everything. I mean, he was way too young himself. Really young. Mardelish babies. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, not going to say no more now, but oh, God bless him, you know, if that's what's happened. Rest in peace, our lovely little Gonzalo Lira. You know what I mean? Anyway, so wherever you are in the world, have a super duper and delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, you do, my delicious little babies. So true. Okay? And sending full protection, you know, may you all be fully protected for your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families. Okay? Please take care of yourselves and please try to take care of others. Okay? And sending each and every one of you peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings, my delicious little babies. Yes. So, yes, some really interesting videos today. You know, not long. The longest, like I said, was the last, you know, which was to do with Telegram, okay? But really interesting, you know. And I suppose if there were more in the world, I'm just going to put my pen in and close my book. If there were more in the world, you know, that maybe sort of adapted his sort of, your young man there who owns Telegram maybe adapted, there we are, his attitude towards life. Do you see? He's all about freedom. Freedom! Do you see what I mean, Mardelish little babies, okay? So, yeah, that's that. And it's the same as our lovely Dr. Shiva. God bless him. Of course, not in that way, but he just wants freedom. You see? Because, you see, we can see, for those who us can see, where this road is going. It's like our lovely David Icke and his lovely dear little sons, our lovely little Jamie, lovely little Gareth, and their work colleague, lovely little Richard, you know. Well, we just want freedom, don't we? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay? And, you know, there's thousands of others, God bless, who also, there we are, want freedom. Do you say? Okay? But the way that it's gone, you know, it certainly appears to me, marvellous little babies, there we are, and has done for a very long time, that this is not freedom at all, is it? Marvellous little babies, if you cannot even say what your thoughts are, you know, it cannot just be a one-way you know, system. It doesn't work like that. You know, there has to be two sides. It cannot just be, oh, it's their way or the highway. That's not fair at all. Do you see? And that's why a young man there was talking about Telegram, you know, to try and keep it as, you know, private as possible. Do you see? And not have, let's just say, outsiders, there we are, trying to take over everything, shall we say? Okay, but good on you, young man there, good on him. And like I said, his parents, God bless, you know, I'm pretty sure will be very pleased, happy for their dear little sons, there we are, do you see what I mean, okay? But he's just not been swayed by all the material. But like I said, this is nothing against anybody who loves the material things now, okay? It's just that the way he spoke and the way he come across, there we are. It's like it's Van Dabby Dursey. It's like if he had to, the way he come across, okay? Well, you know, it's only a figure of speech, my delicious babies. It's just first thing come to me noddle. You know, he'd live in a tent, wouldn't he? You know, just so that he can have that freedom. Do you know what I mean? Or he'd live in the woods, or do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay? You know, because the most important thing for any of us on this earth, my delicious babies, for all of us and our beautiful little babies and creatures great and small, little and large birdies, little and large animals, is freedom. So yes, freedom is extremely important, my delicious little babies, do you say? Okay? And of course, that's why we've all got to work together to stop, there we are, having our freedoms, there we are, completely removed. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, you know, just have to keep an eye on all these 15-minute cities and everything like that now, what they're doing. You know, because we're not a liking. We do not want it. Oh, what is it that I heard about Germany just before I go? They do not want ones in the population to drive of a weekend. What the effing hell's all that about, my delicious little babies? See? But you see, if the Germans who drive, if they were to allow their putrid effing governments, okay, to get away with that, then the next part would be, well, we do not want you, say, for example, I'm just using examples, matter, you know, we do not want you now to drive on a Monday, a Wednesday or a Friday. Do you see where this goes, my delicious little babies, okay? So what the Germans now should be doing is saying, no, 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 no. We will drive our brum-brums, our wheels, wherever we effing like. You're not going to tell us when we can hop into our car and when we can hop out again. Simple things. Tell them no. Stick your two fingers up at them, Germany. Do you see what I mean? Because you allow them that, you give them an inch and they take an effing mile. That's what they do, my delicious babies. You cannot trust any of them. No putrid effing government in our UK or around the world. You cannot trust any of them. Because they're all, there we are, bought. There's very few who you could honestly say, and I suppose you'd have to, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. You'd have to really dig deep to see who's not bought. Because let me tell you, for the majority, there we are. And again, that was for the material side, you see. And then they become accustomed to everything, yes, okay. And then they do not want to leave their luxury, comfortable life. Do you see what I mean? This is what happens now. It's greed. Greed, it's all about ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching over you and I out here. Well, this must stop. There we are. It will stop. We want it to stop, there we are, as quickly as possible. Because they cannot get away with this. And look what they're doing in the UK, Canada and everywhere. Do you see what I mean? Like I said, it's all following a, you know, they're running parallel. Do you see what I mean? Okay, we must stop it. Do you see? And then you got Canada, I heard on Redacted, you know, that flipping poxy flipping PRRCK. He's another flipping critter. putrid little critter creature, Trudeau, wanting to bankrupt Canada. Do you see? My delicious little babies, okay? See how they're carrying on? And then they want to laugh in our birth races all around the world, all our governments. They just want to laugh at us all. Do you see what I mean? Well, I want to be very, very, let's just say careful now. Do you know what I mean? Because they'll be laughing, there we are, on the other side of the birth race. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I'm not inciting anything. I'm just saying that, one's, there we are, we'll just get more and more and more paid off. Simple things. Just say it the way it is. Done saying it. Anyway, so until my next video, my delicious little babies, you just take care. Crunch, crunch. A celery a day keeps the doctor away. Okay? So much love to you all. Thank you so very much for listening. God bless you. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.